guys, welcome back for our second family mukbang. I attempted to make chow mein, except I used lo mein noodles because that's all that they had at the store. And some Guardian crispy tender mandarin chicken and some white rice.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my gosh, this is really good. It's just exactly like Chinese food.
Let's see how it is. Do you like it? Good. I tried to make it because Garion's favorite Chinese food is chow mein.
Yeah, Mommy, this really does taste like Chinese food.
I think it's great.
I rate it a very, very infinite 10.
Thank you. These lo mein noodles are pretty sticky. I tried to rinse them so that they would not stick, but they're still really sticky. But oh well.
Okay.
It's my first time trying to make it, so it turned out pretty good for our first time.
Pretty good, very good.
It's a little sweet. I tried to triple the recipe, and it needed it asked for sugar, so it tastes a little sweet.
I would also have chicken tenders.
Guardian crispy tenders. I made him. He doesn't like this one with the seasoning on it, the mandarin orange flavoring. So I just made him plain Guardian.
Yeah, Graham doesn't really like orange chicken.
If you guys want soy sauce for your rice, I have soy sauce.
Cool.
Don't put too much.
Because for this, a little bit goes a long way. I don't want any soy sauce.
It's very salty.
Okay, Logan. Yeah, because it's supposed to add flavor.
You want some? No.
I'm gonna put like a tiny bit. It's good how it is.
I put the orange sauce over my rice. So, what should we talk about?
I don't know. What should we talk about?
What movie are we going to watch tonight?
Tonight, I want to. Well, last night we watched Casper, which is lighthearted. Yes.
We're starting our Halloween. We're starting our Halloween movies early because we have a long list of stuff we want to watch.
Oh, yeah. So tonight it needs to be something a little bit more scary.
Like what?
Tonight it has to be along the lines of like Paranormal Activity or The Conjuring. Or
do you want to get?
What?
It.
No, those are way
Do
too
you
scary.
want to give him nightmares?
Those are my picks.
Daddy's always trying to give you guys nightmares.
And yeah.
Daddy, just name the movie.
We watched The Conjuring. They were fine, but we watched Star Wars, remember, and Chewbacca gave me nightmares.
But
A long time ago.
but you said Gerson wasn't fine.
What? You sure it was Chewbacca? I thought it was something else. That's funny.
I think tonight should be Sleepy Hollow.
Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah.
Yurian used to say Star Wars.
The low accent.
Star Wars.
I see they stick together pretty bad.
I don't care.
I'm gonna have to find different noodles. The recipe I found said to use ramen noodles, but I don't have any ramen noodles, so maybe next time.
Yeah. Boys, are there any stories of us that you haven't heard yet that you would like to hear? Any questions about Mommy and I?
Sure.
All right, Darian, you go first this time, since last time Logan went first with answering the questions.
True.
What would you like to know about Mommy and Daddy?
What was the first thing you guys ate?
The first thing we ate together? Well, that would be, well, at work, we used to have lunches together. Can't really remember.
You know what though, the first place you took me was to meet your mom, and that was at the Macaroni Grill.
Yes, and that was good. I missed that. I really do.
Sorry, they don't have any vegan food as far as I know.
This is fine. And my mom said they were very nice. And they were very, she said she's very nice and she's very petite.
Okay.
Little did you know the drama she would cause in our lives.
Alright. And that she would end up hating me. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Or anywhere.
Logan, anything you wanted to know about us? Now's a good time to ask.
How did your first date go?
I think it went well
We
because.
didn't have a date.
Well, have you considered
The macaroni
meeting my
grill
mom? Yeah.
Hangout then. How did your first hangout then?
First hangout was watching the Boondock Saints.
Boondock Saints, yes.
It's one of my favorite movies.
And it went. I think it went well. I think it went well because it was a good movie. We had a good time.
And Daddy tried to give me a palm reading.
I had a book on how to read palms. What this line means, what that line means, right? But really, it was just an excuse to hold her hand. But very suave though, right? Very, because you didn't know, or did you know?
Yes, I knew.
Okay.
Well, you already knew him.
Yeah. How about you, Garion? Second question.
Oh wait.
Yeah, one. Was that his question? Is that your question? The other one? Was that?
Yeah. Now it's Grace.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, when it comes to us, you know the parts that we've shown you so far, the parts that we've told you about so far. But Logan, 24 years went by before you came around. 27 years went by before you came around in my life.
I was like, what?
For you, it'd be 25 and 28.
Ross is 12 and 9.
So there, obviously there's a lot of stuff that happened during that time.
Cough.
You know what I mean? Well, you don't have a question just yet. Keep thinking about it, and we'll come back to Logan.
Look at Garrett's face.
He's processing. Logan, what's your second question?
Processing. Please wait. Mommy, what was your first thought when you laid your eyes on Daddy?
Oh boy,
I
here we
have
go.
no idea. I don't remember.
I can answer that.
What?
Oh,
Who's that man?
like that.
Sure. Is that why I smiled at you and said hello?
I love you.
This is more like it. She
I
looked
love
up. Oh, hey.
Like, I love you. Give me money. Thank you.
How much has changed?
Excuse me.
Okay, Gary, did you have? You have your second question yet?
Sorry for all the camera shaking.
There's-
Stop.
There's an earthquake on the table.
Didn't turn out very good.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
Too
Yeah,
mushy.
it's really good.
It's too mushy.
What, the noodles?
I like
He-
it.
He doesn't like it.
It's, Gary's very picky.
I'm still eating it. I'm trying to think. Oh, what was the first thing you guys bought together?
The first thing we bought together? Well, it's a long story, but no, it's not that long of a story. It was a weird story.
How come you remember everything and I remember nothing?
That's me. He remembers everything. I
Our
remember
first big purchase
not
together,
bad.
okay? Our first big purchase together. Now, see, I don't know this one. How we got the TV?
Oh, that's big.
Can I say that story?
I don't remember. Big boxy TV?
So, no.
That one.
No, we actually went to a store and purchased the TV that's in our room right now.
Oh.
So, now, Garion, mind you, I love you very, very much. I
Oh.
cannot imagine my life without you
Now I remember.
or without you, okay? I love you both with all my heart and soul, okay? But here's the story. The very first big purchase that we bought together is that TV in our room right now, the one I'm playing on. And here's how it came up to be. So, one time, Logan, you were just a baby. Mommy, yes. Mommy and I were talking, and she said, Daddy, I want a second child, right? Oh boy. So I said, all right, you know what? And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, she'll never go for this. I said, all right, well, you want a second child? Then buy me a big screen HD TV. Now, mind you, back then, 10 years ago, HD was huge, right? It was still brand new, right? That's when we were going from like those tube TVs, plasma, LCD was just coming out. So I told her, I want a big screen HD TV, right? Thinking she will never, ever buy this for me, right? Here's what I didn't know. Within a week, we were at Fry's Electronics, which is still standing by over there by Town Square, buying me the big screen HD TV. And now here you are.
Aww.
That was our first big purchase together.
Cute.
And
then I came with the TV.
my thought process is if I do this stupid request that he gave me, he can't tell me no, and he can't tell me no and say I can't have another kid because that's the deal you made and we shook on it.
We sure did.
So.
And I still have it, so.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna go get more food.
Okay.
So that was that, and then along came Gerson a few months later.
Yeah, that was what? Well,
Years ago.
I think you bought me that TV in March of 08. And, you know, Gerson's August of 09, so. A year later. And you came out angry.
With the scrunched up little face.
He wanted his cookie.
Okay. Logan, when you get back, ask your third question, okay?
Logan, you just
I'm over here.
Logan, you just come in. I just grab you by the shirt, put your head close to me. I want my cookie.
Like, Mommy, I think there's something wrong with the baby. Ugh, this is hard to pick up.
All stuck together.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy, how did you...
How come our first two mukbangs together are noodles?
That's true, the very oriental
Theme.
flavorings, yep.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It's kind of funny because I've been eating so much Mexican food the last week, 2 weeks.
Could you imagine having Mexican food every day
I love
for years?
Like, I love Mexican food, so.
And that's like the norm.
Oh, Mommy,
I
you...
think-
So much so that going to McDonald's or having a hamburger was like foreign.
Dad,
Because you're so used to the Mexican staples and Mexican food.
Well, Mommy,
He's saying that because that's how he grew up.
Daddy, Daddy, I think Ashley eats Mexican food every day.
Oh yeah?
Oh, she might.
Only for dinner.
You want to tell the audience who Ashley is?
She's my friend at school.
A very cool one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can I get some of these little chickens?
Mm-hmm.
Stop biting.
Bring your plate over here. So you don't make a mess. And again, sorry for the cut off screen. We don't have a lot of space here.
Mm-hmm.
Cough.
It's too much sweetness all at once, like, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
You didn't have any of these.
No, sweetness. There's sweetness.
I don't know, but I have both. These are both sweet. So it's overwhelming.
Careful, Logan. Okay, careful.
Jesus,
And
Logan.
don't forget to come back in. I'll get that.
Oh my god.
Oh my
And
god.
don't forget to tell us your third question.
Talk about a growing boy.
Yeah, can you imagine when we're both teenagers?
I know.
Be
He's
like
gonna
in
eat
this
me out
place?
of house and home.
All right, Logan, your third question.
Sure.
Thank you. Hold on. What was the first thing? What was the first thing that you ever bought for Mommy? And she was like, "Oh my gosh, really? Thank you."
The MacBook Air, I think.
Really? That was a long time after.
It made you cry.
I don't remember.
And then that one morning.
It made me cry.
Yeah, and the second time that you were squealing with joy was not long ago when you said, "Buy me a MacBook Pro," and I said, "Okay."
So I guess I'm an electronics person.
And then Daddy.
Now let me tell you this,
Are
Logan.
you sure I didn't cry when you bought me my my snake ring, my Wheel of Time ring?
Oh, that was awesome.
No, Gary, how about come over here and
Oh, wait,
finish
Daddy.
this first?
Wait, Daddy, in your sleep?
Now get this. There is one gift that I bought Mommy that made her smile, but she faked it.
Oh my god.
And only later did she tell me. So, Mommy, this is before you, Logan. I mean, you were around, but you weren't around. So, at that time I was working at the post office, right?
Oh.
And it was Valentine's
One of your many
Day.
jobs.
Valentine's Day 2006.
Logan, move your cup out of the way.
Okay? So, I thought after work it'd be really, really cool for me to get my girl, you know, a Valentine's Day present, right? So I went to the store, a flowers shop, and I bought her flowers and I saw this big teddy bear, big
Dude,
white.
you should have bought her sunflowers.
Big white teddy bear. Look at, look at, look at. The big white teddy bear with a big heart and it says, I love you. And I said, oh, you know what? She would love that. Repaint all the walls, all the cabinet doors, all the doors. And so my first memories of us together are us painting, listening to this this band called Our Lady Peace. They had just come out with an album, I think.
My favorite band.
Yeah. So now whenever I hear those songs, it takes me back to that time of us painting, and you know, the cabinets were black with like stars sprinkled all over, right?
Really?
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I put silver stars on.
That's awesome.
Our bedroom had a red wall on
and
it.
on the borders of the walls, I painted them black and put silver stars on them.
It was really cool.
I'm pretty sure, like, if like after you moved out, like the next people who moved in, what did the last people do to this
It turned into an apartment. I mean, like a Seagull Suites. It turned into Seagull Suites after we left.
What
That's
did the
like a
last
place
people
where you
do
can
to this
pay for a
place?
week or pay for a month.
Yeah, like a budget suites, rent to live there or whatever.
Yeah, they.
Was it nice?
I thought it was really nice. Okay, listen to this.
I mean, when we lived there,
I'll tell you this.
had problems.
Was the neighborhood good? No, it was a bad neighborhood, you know. This is the kind of place where when you walked out, you kept your head down, and you either go right to your car or you go right to, in my case, right to the bus stop. Don't talk to anybody, don't look at anybody. When you did that, people left you alone, you know what I mean? So, but it was one of those places.
So don't get pretty social.
No.
Plus
So-
there was cockroaches.
Yeah, it was.
Plus we didn't get to control the air conditioning.
Right, it was central.
Yeah, everything was controlled by the apartment people.
But here's,
It's summer. Let's make it hot.
that's
Well, that's
okay.
that's how they got us to move out.
That's how they got everyone to move out.
They turned all the air and the
They
water
turned off the AC.
and the water.
And
There was
new management came in.
there were no leases at this place, and they knew that they couldn't just force everybody out. You know what I mean? So they turned off all the water and the air every day from like 8 until like what?
And on top of
6
that,
or 7 p.m.
we had 2 mysterious fires that started.
Yeah, and then we had fires one after the other in our hallway, so that freaked me out because I was pregnant with Logan, and so I was like, I'm not bringing my baby home from the hospital to this death trap. So I was like, we're moving to my parents' house until we figure out what we're gonna do.
I actually remember.
And then, so when I had Logan, we moved. Or actually, we moved before I had Logan.
We moved before.
We moved, and there was so many people moving out on like the same day. It was like June 1st, I think. So many people, so many moving trucks there the same day because everybody was fed up and they were trying to get rid of us anyway. So everybody just was like, okay, whatever, and
Everyone just left.
We left. Everybody left. Yeah.
And
And then of course, because they sold it to Seagull Suites and they made it into a
which is like a franchise here.
yeah, it's a franchise, budget, rent a home, whatever,
Now here's an interesting story.
furnished living spaces or whatever.
Here's an interesting story about this place, Logan. This is before I met Mommy. I was living in the Chancellor Apartments, right? Before Mommy. I went to apply at this hotel to get a job, right? And I fill out the application, and you submit it, and later on they call you for an interview, so they call me for an interview. And the guy who would end up being my boss is looking at my application, and he says, oh, you live in Chancellor Apartments? I said, yes. Oh, I forgot what apartment was I, 2424? Yeah, anyway, let's just pretend it was 123, right? Let's just pretend. He goes, oh, you live in apartment 123? Yes. In Chancellor Apartments? Yes. He says, you wanna know something? 20 years ago, I lived in the exact same apartment.
It's weird, huh?
Can you believe that? Yeah.
Yeah, really weird.
And he still didn't give me the job.
20
The only
years
reason-
ago.
I was gonna give you the job over that.
The only reason why I got hired at this place is because the person they chose instead of me failed the drug test. So I was their second choice. So they called me and he told me, the guy we hired instead of you failed his drug test. Can you pass the drug test? I said, yeah, of course.
He was taking drugs?
Yeah, he was taking drugs. So he failed the test. So he says, can you pass the drug test? I said, yeah, of course. So I went in, and back then they did the hair and the urine.
The hair and the what?
Yeah, they take a little bit of hair right here,
Oh.
and then they have you pee in a cup, and then after that, I was there.
It smells so bad.
And then it was demolished.
Get in.
And then it was demolished. But before that happened, I went over to the other place, and that's where I met.
Who is that woman? Love me. Money. Here. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, well, we're mostly done and the video is getting kind of long, so anyway, thanks for watching my little broccoli bites and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye!
Oh, sorry. Bye.